When I was 15 years old, I made a video about the history of socks and sandals. The video was fun to make, and it gave me room to talk about Roman history, which I've always found interesting. In fact, if you search history of socks on YouTube, it's the first result, which means I'm a historian. It still gets regular viewership, so every now and again I like to look at the video's analytics. So one day I was looking at it, and I noticed an anomaly. On May 9th of this year, there was a massive spike in viewership. YouTube allows you to look at where views are coming from geographically, so I took a look and all the views are from Israel, which I thought was pretty awesome because I'm here and Israel is there. And I also have distant family in Israel because I come from a family of humble Polish Jews who lived in shtetls, and we did all the things you saw in Fiddler on the Roof. We danced and fiddled on roofs, and we made challah bread, and then the Nazis happened. So some of us went to Israel, and some of us went to the United States, but most of us died. Also, Israel is like one of the coolest historical places ever, and I own a menorah from Israel that sits right next to my framed photo of President Eisenhower, but that's a story for another day. We definitely don't have time, and I'm pretty sure he's not Jewish. So then I asked,
what's up with that?
why all of a sudden was there all this Israeli interest? I investigated and I looked at where the traffic was coming from, and that's when I found this link. And I was like, Mako? Like the really fast shark that can hit a top speed of 45 miles per hour? That's awesome! But it had nothing to do with the shark. Mako is the name of a major Israeli news outlet owned by the Keshet Media Group. So I tried typing in the name of my video on their website, but it kept giving me an error message. In fact, that's what happened with everything I typed in English, so then came Google Translate. I translated the word sock to Hebrew, put it in the search bar, and I found this article. The title, according to Google Translate, was, "How many socks without a partner do you have at home?" A fabulous question, to which my answer is none. If you stuff one of your socks into another sock, you make this little sock bag, and all of your socks have friends. Most of my socks are also labeled left and right, which makes keeping track of them easier, except my Obama socks. They were given to me as a gift, and they don't fit, which is sad, but that's okay, because Michelle looks about right, but that doesn't look like Barack. It's actually kind of frightening, but I digress. So I scroll on down, and there it is. My magnum opus, what people know me for, my most successful artistic endeavor, my socks and sandals video. What was written in that section of the article was most of the info I talked about in the video, hence why it was there, but it's not the most interesting fact in my opinion. Like, one part of the article claims that Albert Einstein hated socks and never wore them, and another part says the average person loses a sock a month and that the losses cost us thousands of dollars, and that's just another reason why Einstein was a genius. But why was the article made in the first place? Let us turn to the subhead, because the first line translates to, "Today is Memorial Day for Lost Socks." Memorial Day for Lost Socks is the thing. It's celebrated on May 9th. It's a day where you take time to remember your lost single socks. Everywhere I looked, nobody knew when or who started it, but there was plenty of suggestions about how to celebrate it. Make sock monkeys. Give them to your pets as chew toys. I mean the sock, not the monkey. That would be evil. Fill them with rice and make a doorstop.
I just want to say that I wholeheartedly intend on eating this. Yeah. I could probably get a little more in there. Oh, no.
That's creative, but messy. But my two favorite suggestions come from the Alachua County Library. Practice your art skills by creating a portrait of your missing socks and hanging it up to honor their memory. And consider writing a poem, an ode to the missing, and read it aloud in front of your washing machine. And if you ever find yourself reading poetry to your laundry machine, it means you found your own special kind of happiness, and I respect you. So that's how my video ended up on Israeli media, as a fun fact about socks to celebrate a strange but meaningful holiday. In the process of researching this, I got some time to reflect on my older content, and rewatching that video helped me see how much I've progressed in terms of what I create. I don't dislike my older content, I just see where I would have done things differently, mainly in my delivery and the jokes I'm willing to make. But that's life. I'm just happy to see that I've consistently cited my sources. Anyways, make sure none of your socks are missing, and if you live in Israel, go ahead and use this video in your article. Bye-bye.